What's up, y'all? This is Jazmine and I am doing this video out of obedience to God, letting y'all in on the process that I'm in and that I've been going through. It's going to be a whole lot of vulnerability. I'm going to share a whole lot of like personal stuff. So, and really it's my testimony and my story in this video. And so what I'm doing is I'm giving it to y'all in two parts because there's 4 parts. 2 parts because it's kind of long. So the first part is gonna be Jazmine, my first name, and really that's gonna touch on like trauma that I've experienced. And then the second part is gonna be titled Nikeo. And if you don't know what that word means, it's a Greek word and it means to conquer, to overcome. And so you kind of have to watch the second part to kind of get what I'm about to talk about. So I encourage you to watch the second part. I'm not gonna tell you what it is so that you can watch the second part. So my full story is in part 1, Jazmine, part 2, Nikeo. My artist name is Jazmine Nikeo, and you're about to hear my life.
Oh, for God, I live, for God, I die, for God, I live, for God, I die, for God, I live, for God, I die, for God, I live, for God, I die. The peace, the joy, the sacrifice, the good, the bad, the dark, the light. For God, I live, for God, I die, for God, I live, for God, I die. Sleep on me.
Okay, so I guess we probably should talk about what we're here to talk about.
Yeah, what are we here to talk about?
You already know. Don't act like you don't. Lord help me.
Oh my God. Oh, Holy Ghost. Did y'all hear that?
Yes. Oh, sorry. It has to be done.
It's too busy.
It has to be done.
Okay, you right. What's cracking?
Well.
Yo, Nick. So would you just blow Jazmine's mind with how much this is not just simply a video? God, I really do believe people are gonna see this and be moved by it and be changed by it. And I believe above all else, God, Jazmine is gonna be changed by this.
I guess what I do is start with my story. Holy Spirit, just lead this joint. Okay, so we're gonna talk about trauma. Specifically my trauma. I've been a victim and survivor of abuse, and specifically sexual abuse. Oh my God, I said it. Okay, we getting somewhere.
It's a big deal.
Yeah, it's a big deal.
You didn't used to have such a willingness to say that.
No, I didn't. It took me a long time to say that. So basically my story consists of being abused. My story consists of really all of it is actually being sexually abused. And the significance of my story too, which actually made it really hard for me to accept what happened. And this is was a big foothold in it, is since my abusers didn't look like what it seemed like the world picture of what sexual abuse looks like, which is some little child and some grown man, you know. I was a child and then my perpetrators were a little bit older than I was, so technically they were kids too. So that's what made it like difficult, and I felt like it didn't, like the stuff that what I was experiencing didn't really matter because this person wasn't like some 40-year-old man, you know. And it was also confusing at the time too, because it's like, these are my peers, yet they're doing things that they're not supposed to be, and they're disregarding what I say, you know. I don't have a voice to them. They did what they wanted. So I definitely felt pretty used, actually really used for a long time. And it kind of gave me this thought process in my mind that like when someone of the opposite sex desires you, that's not a healthy desire. They're only desiring you to use you. And yeah, just also carrying that by myself. I didn't tell anybody whole time. So yeah, it happened around 10, 11, and then also 17. by somebody I trusted, somebody I did not expect to do what he did, which was assault me. Kind of just carried like all of that by myself, and it's a big burden to carry on your own. And so what I did was I tucked it away, and I pushed through life. And while I was pushing through life, that thing just festered deep down inside and caused a whole lot of issues in a whole lot of different areas of my life. Some that I noticed, some that I didn't notice. So definitely some of the effects and the impact. A big one was not having a voice. Feeling like I didn't have a voice because when I did say no, when I did say stop, when I did say put me down, when I did basically just indicated this, I don't want this happening, it was disregarded. And so that played a big part of me feeling like I didn't have a voice. And so I felt like it took my voice away. And then I very much so felt like a used, decrepit piece of crap. We laughing, but it's true. Like tossed away cardboard that's just been used up. Like when that stuff happens at a young age, or just at any age, like your body is yours. And I felt like a lot of time, I felt like in those moments, and honestly, and in music, it kind of like continued to feed me those lies of my only purpose is to please a man, and that I am easily used up and tossed away. I really, really, really did feel like I wasn't valued, like I was used up. And so my voice being snatched away, value being decreased, those are definitely some lies. And also probably the biggest lie, that sex is a weapon. That is only a weapon.
Yeah.
And so, saw it as like bad, evil, because of how it was used. It was manipulated, something that God created to be beautiful, and it was used to harm me. And in addition to the things that were done, that the abuse that happened, on top of that, there was so much humiliation. It wasn't like I did this to you, now keep it a secret. I abused you in front of everybody, and everybody thought it was hilarious. And then there was a group of people who were looking at me and laughing at the thing, at something that was so traumatic that I experienced. And it was found humorous. And I think that added even more, because it was like humiliation. It was so much, it added even more shame and even more humiliation to what I was experiencing. At 10, 11 years old, I had so much darkness. But I almost got to the point where I shared it with my parents, but I wasn't brave enough to do so. And I kind of just, once I attempted and I didn't actually share, I kind of just tucked it away, and I kept pushing. But what that did was I made my bed in brokenness, and that brokenness became my norm. And I lived that way for a very, very long time. And I became comfortable in my trauma. I became comfortable in learning how to function with these things, behind me, this weight on me.
Yeah.
And you would call that being strong, but what I'm about to tell you about the little process, that's actually strong.
Come on. For real though.
Okay. but just know that there has been a consistent pattern since I was a child, of my body being taken advantage of my body being humiliated, of my body just being people communicating to me through their actions that I am nothing but, I am only on this earth to please you. Mm-hmm. Or when you see me, I am only literally a piece of me. Mm-hmm. So that's kind of like what my story kind of consists of.